Wolf, Wolfolks, we're back now. Um, as I was talking about what I'm thinking my decision will be between do-over with Roseland and just having myself just be faced with the possibility of just, you know, throwing the refund tickets we had initially gotten a week ago yesterday in the trash and in the dumpster, and then just dealing with Darien Lake. I'm kind of leaning towards just dealing with Darien. I'm kind of leaning towards just dealing with Darien Lake for this Friday. We'll give it a couple more days, and we'll make our final decision, have our final answer by the middle of the week on Wednesday. You know, as I was getting into, you know, discussing and talking about that in the last vlogging video I just did, it cut off and stuff. I cleared a good bit of storage space this morning in tablet where I could do a little bit more kind of longer vlogs and longer videos in a way, but still kind of needed to do a little bit more clearing of storage space to do any more vlogs or videos longer than that, you know. What had happened was the Chapin Charity Golf Tournament's the Chapin Charity Golf Tournament's Facebook page finally got all of their pictures and photos that a lot of their company photographers had all taken, finally posted on their Facebook page, and I ended up downloading them a good bit to my tablet photos account. So that's what I think had taken up a good bit of space. I've emailed those to my laptop account, so I've got those deleted, so that's freed up a good bit of space. But anyway, it's definitely a beautiful day here in Rochester once again. Some high clouds a little bit here and there. Other than that, not a bad day really, weather-wise. Definitely much much nicer this weekend than last weekend. Last weekend we had the storm. Last weekend we had the storms and stuff that came through, and a week ago today, the day had kind of started out rumbles of thunder and heavy rain. Then as the day went on, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. But today, almost perfect weather day. You know, don't got much time left really before 2019-2020 winter season will be here. So let's just enjoy this while it lasts, obviously, for sure. Our lawnmower people came on Friday. Well, you can see not a whole lot's growing back really that much. They were able to get around in a little bit of this edge right here. They kind of are now skipping more of the center again, because now we've had a little bit more days of rain for this month, for August 2019. The wetness is starting to come back. You can kind of see a tire mark right here a little bit too, right here. Now we're just having now we just got just regular grass clippings instead of the extensive amount of grass clippings, at least, you know. And all in all, summer 2019 has been a pretty good success, pretty much based on stuff we wish to do this year for summer 2019. You know, and you know, here in he, here here in here here in end of summer 2019. Um, End of summer 2019. It shall end on a pretty good note. You know, so I think we're done with a lot of the heat and humidity for the year and for the season at least. I think for the most part. May not be done completely yet, but I think the 90-degree stuff is done pretty much for the year and for the season, pretty much till at least next year and next season. Perhaps we'll do one other vlog and video later when the sun moves over facing this way to the west. But for right now, you know, doing one other brief vlog and video, just saying, beautiful day here in Rochester, New York, for sure. Good thing we're outside for at least a little bit, at least that's a positive. And the last thing too, so thought I would ask the place that I had went to Darien Lake with just about two months ago, end of June, if they had any plans to go any other times before the season's up. Now, water park area is open for just a couple more weeks. I think after the first weekend of September, in another week, they, that part closes and shuts down and wraps it all up for the season till next year and next season. The rest of the regular rides stay open on the weekends for another month, and I know they brought Fright Fest back last year. Who knows if they're even gonna do it again this year for Halloween 2019? Who knows? They initially said that they would maybe try to go like a week from today. The fact that I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, and then have just a couple half days next Friday and Saturday. Usually, I kind of would prefer the final day before having a full schedule with work. Kind of mostly have just to rest. The fact of the matter is, there's no realistic day. It sounds like there's no realistic way they'd be able to move it to any like day earlier stuff, because right now, Sundays right now is their best chance and their best shot when the resources are most available for stuff like that. So, but not completely shutting the door yet. I'm not completely closing the door on it yet. I can still give it some thought for just a couple more days and try and maybe get back to them maybe like middle of the week on Wednesday and let them know for sure my final decision. And again, Darien Lake one other time was more the bigger concern really, to begin with, especially the day after we got back from our recent Thousand Islands trip. But, so it's probably it's a fair thing to keep in mind. But we'll make our decision, have our final decision made up in a couple of days, by the middle of the week this week. By middle of the week this week,